What's going on, YouTube? Claic Yuzolt back again with another Final Fantasy video, and today we're going to be covering all the news that came out. There was a new Final Fantasy Brave Exvius official video that launched earlier this week, and I know my videos, it's a little late, but I wanted to have the official in-game news just in case we saw some more stuff. So we finally have that. So I'm super excited to finally go over all this stuff with you guys, and there's actually some news that, like, apparently isn't showing up in all versions of the game. I can't get it to show up here on my iOS, but I did find it on Reddit, so Reddit ended up having it. And it's this welcome wagon thing that we're getting. So to welcome, also, no camera today, guys. I look like garbage, and I feel like garbage, so we ain't showing my garbage off, you know what I'm saying? So welcome wagon to welcome new players and old to the world of Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. We prepare the following event. So lots of good stuff going on. All the chambers are going to be open, which is pretty cool. But that's not the big thing. Here's the big stuff. Free 5-star Ash unit. That goes to people who complete the tutorial. So that's only going to be available to new players. So only new players can get that 5-star Ash unit. But I think that's amazing. So with the collab we're going to discuss here in a minute, which you guys already know is the Tomb Raider collab. A lot of you already know, getting Lara Croft. They're wanting to give players a chance when they come into the game to have some good units, to feel safe in the game, to feel strong. And I think this is amazing they're doing that. Here's another thing, though. Clear rookie mission and get a free 5-star lightning. That applies to everyone. So that's right, guys. Everyone that is reading this right now who's playing the game can get a free 5-star lightning. And lightning, as a new character, is amazing for somebody who's new to the game. You get dual wield. You cover every element. You can chain up a little bit. It teaches you a lot about the game. And a lot of people do actually enjoy lightning as a character, even though she's just not the best 5-star anymore. That's all right. So you get her. All you have to do is this this rookie quest, and boom, she's going to be in there. So for the people who already have her, look out. Do not sell her. Do not get rid of her, because remember, 7 stars are coming out. You got to fuse 2 5-star bases together to get the 7 stars. So that's going to be really good for you guys. Rank limit increase. We'll be raising the initial rank limit for no energy consumption quests from 8 to 15, available the following date onward. So after maintenance. So all this is happening tomorrow, guys. Unit inventory base increase will increase from 100 to 150. Yeah. So all this stuff is changing and making it a lot better for us. Amazing enhancements. The probability of great and amazing success is fusing units. So this is the time to level up some units if you've been putting it off. That's going to be happening too. We get this right here, which is friend summon. A little better of a friend summon pool here. Summon rare units for a limited time only. You guys are going to be able to go in there and get your Gigantoirs, your Metal Gigantoirs. You're going to be able to get your Gigantoirs, your King Gigantoirs, and your Gill Snappers if you need some money using your friend points. So that's another thing they're doing right now. This is all part of that collaboration. This is a huge week for FFBE. Another thing we're going to look at here is the story mission special. Story mission's half off, guys, for energy for until the 21st after the maintenance. So be looking forward to that. We have equipment slots, and then we have a being increased, and then we have King Starter Package, which is just a bundle that goes out to newbie players. So the best thing I see here is this right. I cannot believe Gumi's giving away 5-star unit. Like, I know that lightning, you guys are probably like, oh, that's just lightning. It's like, it's still a fucking 5-star base unit, right? That's pretty cool. That's awesome. So moving on, let's look at the real in-game stuff right here. We have ourselves a new banner coming out this weekend. Actually, let's cover the banner in a minute, because I want to cover the bigger thing, I guess we could say. That is this right here. Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, Lara Croft, and the Temple of Osiris. That's right. Final Fantasy Brave Exvius and Tomb Raider are doing a collaboration, and it's going to be a raid. So it's back-to-back raids, which is always good, because that means you can spend your energy elsewhere, just like the half-price story if you guys need to catch up. It's going to be running from them. You guys are going to be able to get Lara Croft free. So she's going to be free. So a lot of people out there, I think they did amazing on her sprite, by the way. A lot of people out there are fans of Tomb Raider, are fans of Lara Croft. Being able to get her for free is awesome. She has a 5-star base going up to 6-star. Now, I don't think she's going to be something insanely good, like just broken, but I do believe she will be useful for a lot of people, and I think she can chain well, so she may be useful even in 10-man trials. Maybe she can have a chaining partner. We don't know yet until the data mine. Looking at her Trust Mastery, Cross Intuition, boost HP, MP, attack, and defense by 10%, enable Lucky Explorer. That's going to put all your elements up by 7%. Not the best TMR in the world, to be honest. Kind of lackluster, but again, getting a free unit Can't expect the TMR to be too freaking crazy. Looking at some of the abilities they talk about here, Relic Hunter boosts drop rate of rare items from enemies. So again, another unit that can do that. Ace Adventurer can equip 2 short swords, whips, throwing items, or guns. So that's right. Lara Croft has innate dual wield on these certain equipments here, which is sick. Then we have automatic pistols, damage an enemy, and chance to paralyze all enemies. So we're not really going to know about her chaining or how many hits these moves do until later. But the Ace Adventurer is pretty nice. I've heard that we're going to be able to get 2 Lara Croft from the raid event here, which is pretty awesome. I've also heard that we're going to be able to get Bowie Knife. That's right, the knife that you equip to someone if they can have a dagger on it, then it allows them to dual wield. Yeah, that's going to be something we get for free in this raid too. So they are definitely giving us a lot of good stuff. Moving on down, we can look at some of the weapons and items we get in here. Staff of Osiris. Attack 3, Magic Spirit 68, HP 10%. That's pretty good. And then we have an ability here, light magic damage from one enemy, and we don't care about that. I think it's more the HP and the spirit right there to go on a healer or a support unit. Seems pretty good. Icy Death is going to be a gun. Attack 40, Magic 60, Ice Element. And then we have, that looks like it's going to be a single-hand use. Then we have Flamethrower, which is two-handed, which means it's going to have that two-handed a variation added onto it. Attack 60, Magic 40, and it has Fire Element. So a lot of people are talking about trying to use some of these guns with Veritas of the Light, which is something you guys can look into. I think it's cool to have any of these elements on a weapon that may be useful in the future because you never know. You never know when you're going to need something like that. So I really enjoy that. The 10% on that staff is pretty interesting too. And then they have other equipments here. I'm really excited about accessories. You know, accessories seem like the one item that could always be like really good. You know what I mean? So I'm excited to see those. Scrolling on down again, it's just going to be like the normal raid. Get in there, get the materials, raid summon. But another thing I want to point out is they're giving us a chance again, if you look here, to get 4-star base tickets and the Moogles. All right, so we're gonna be able to get, you know, your chance at the 5-star, 10-star, 1-star, or 1%, 5%, and 10%, excuse me, trust Moogles. You're gonna be able to get them here in this raid summon. So it's back-to-back summons where you can get those guys. Now I wasn't lucky enough to get any of them besides the 1% trust Moogles, but I mean, I didn't farm it as much. I'm definitely gonna be farming this more. I am super excited about this collab. And I'm super excited about this week, honestly, in FFBE. There's just so much stuff going on. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything in my notes here. Nope, that's pretty much it on the raid there. I think they did a great job with this collab so far. We're going to have to see it in action. But so far, they are bringing so much hype to this event. So much hype to the game again, which is what we really needed, which is really cool. I do want to point out something really quick. We're going to go to notices before we continue. The 30 million download celebration. If we go down here to this ticker right here, it says... players will be able to obtain 2 units, 3-star, 5-star, and 1 unit-specific 3-star Trust Moogle. That is no longer the case. It is going to be a 5% or a 10% Trust Moogle from each of those tickets, from what I understand. In the official Final Fantasy Brave Exvius video description, it has changed that. They wanted to give us even more. So guys, get even more excited for this because it's going to be bigger than we thought it was. I mean, already those tickets are going to be insane. When do we start getting those? The 22nd. So we have to wait till the 22nd, sadly, but I cannot wait to start getting these tickets. That's going to be awesome. So remember, 5% and 10% trust, all Moogle. So go to anybody you guys want, and you have a chance of getting one or the other. I'm not sure if 1%'s in there. If 1%'s in there, it's going to be, you know, a little bit different. So we're going to have to wait and see, but it's not going to be this 5% unit specific. It's going to be all. They changed that. They're just giving us even more, which is what we needed, honestly, in this. So if Lara Croft is free, what are we summoning on? Kind of show this away a little bit early. We are summoning on this limited time only. You see that at the top? Limited time only. Which means, again, you can only get it for the time that this banner is going on. It's going to be some of our old favorite FFBE units with a little bit of a Tomb Raider-esque look to them. We have Pharaoh Abel, Explorer Eileen, and Divine Soleil. Gonna be pretty cool. Let's go down and look at them. So it looks like it's gonna be a normal banner, which I love. I miss these. Stop doing the double 5 stars. I know it's not gonna end. JP has had them for a while, but I mean, you know, 4-star base, a 3-star base, and a 5-star base. That's taking it back to old school, baby, and I like it. My odds are gonna be a little bit more high. We have a 5-star base going up to 6-star Explorer Eileen. Going to be a damage dealer. From what we heard about her in the, she looks awesome, by the way. This is BS, man. I'm gonna have to pull for this girl, man. God dang it. So, she's gonna be able to actually chain frame with Eileen Pile Driver +2 is what I think DOS Soul was saying in the video. Again, until we see the data mine, until we see the numbers, until we test it out, you can never be for sure something's going to work until it's tested out in the field. But that's what they said. Looking at this Trust Mastery, guys, non-stackable is the first thing I'm going to look at. It's called Tomb Raider. Oh, weird. Boost HP. So you're just going to boost your HP, fill your limit break gauge each turn. Also, it's not limit break gauge up, it's limit breaks each turn. Increased chance of countering, and boost attack when single weapon is equipped in both hands. So, that TMR is insane. That is disgusting. The only problem I'm looking at this is, so at first I thought it was true double hand immediately, and I started getting so giddy. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to pull for this unit just for that TMR, because it's so goddamn amazing, and everyone who missed out on true double hand TMRs, we gotta see what the percent is, but it's gonna be nuts. But with all the other things stacked on top of it, I think it may just be normal double hand. We're unsure on that. We'll have to wait for the data mine. But still, even with it's just double hand, there are so many units that can take advantage of this TMR. So you can only use one-handed weapons. Still, though, guys, like, holy moly, that is a great TMR. Enough, you know, just to even just pull for that unit enough on its own. Boost experience obtained from battle and regenerate MP each turn during battle. So protection, I'm not sure if that's just on her. So I'm not sure if she only gets boosted experience, because if so, I don't really know the point of that. But if it boosts your party's experience, let me make sure I read this right. Boost experience obtained from battle and regenerate MP each turn during battle. So I'm not sure if that just means for her, but if it means for your party, that could help some people who are like out there grinding. But essentially, we use, you know, cactuars to level up in this game. So unsure about that, but the MP each turn is pretty good. Treasure Hunter, boom, right there. Boosted drop rates of items from enemies. Boost gil obtained by defeating enemies. So pretty damn good passive for farming. And then the Pile Driver finish. Deal unmitigated damage to one enemy and fill own LB gauge. I'm assuming that's going to go with Pile Driver +2. +2, when I say that, guys, means that it's enhanced twice. It changed the frames on it. Moving on down to Divine Soleil, another great looking unit. And we all know and love Soleil. I use her a lot in my guides. Very, very nice unit. Looking at the trust, it's a 4-star up, going up a 6-star base support unit. Trust Mastery. Ankh of Goddess. The defense 3, HP and spirit 15%. HP and spirit 15%. Another thing, guys, I don't know if these trust Moogles will be in the raid, like for these units, but if they are, holy shit. This raid is literally going to be the best raid ever. Like, in my opinion, this raid's going to be nuts. Holy shit. Anyway, HP and spirit 15%, insane on an accessory. Enable Blessing of the Life Giver, which is an ability that automatically revive one time. So what's going to do is, you're going to be able to cast re-raise with this. You put this on anybody, they get automatic re-raise they can cast. This is so important. I cannot stress this enough. This accessory is important. How many times have you been in a fight and you've been like, man, I wish I could just cast re-raise? Like, and I'm just talking for people out there who don't have, like, you know, like the Ayakas and the big time re-raisers that are already out in the game. How many times have you needed that? I have in when I'm trying to budget build, I'm like, man, I don't want to just take Meliadol so I can cast a re-raise. I like this accessory is going to change the game for me, and change the game for a lot of people when you need that re-raise, especially for, like, let's say the robot trial. If you haven't completed that, you know, it kills your tank off pretty much every turn. Well, whoever you want to put this on your team can just be casting that re-raise on their own. With this accessory. Very good accessory, very good TMR. Both of the TMRs are out of this world. Dance of Sorrow. Magic damage and inflict random status elements on all enemies. Don't really care about that. Goddess of the Moon. Well, I guess maybe for Arena. Goddess of the Moon. Add a chance of countering with a magic attack on all enemies and restore HP for all allies after receiving a magic attack. The problem I have with Goddess of the Moon here, I actually read this a little bit earlier. I was too excited. Is that it literally requires you to be hit. And anytime your support units are required to be hit, it's not a good idea. Like, the meta, and I'm not even, maybe I shouldn't even call it meta. Maybe it's just called, the correct way to play is to use a cover-all unit in most cases when you're taking a lot of massive magic damage. And, you know, and so you're not really going to be proccing this, so I don't really know too much about this move. Dance of Divine. Restore HP, regenerate HP for all allies, so it puts an HP regeneration on. Enable Protection of the Goddess, Invocation of Goddess, and Dance of Misery for one turn. No idea what all that is, but Dance of Divine seems sweet. It does a lot of stuff, so we're going to have to wait and see how good Divine Soleil is as compared to the normal Soleil, or as compared to any other unit you may be wanting to use, but the TMR is nuts. Then we move down here to Pharaoh Abel, and man, oh man, they killed this unit. I think they all look real good. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I think they all look really cool. I think it's just Bay anyway. But let's look at the TMR. Power of the Sands. Boost attack and spirit by 15%. This is a materia. And decreased chance of being targeted. Nullify stone, and that only applies to the 3 units here on Lara Croft. So it's going to give you a petrify resist, which makes me think we have to worry about being petrified later on. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe it's just because, you know, people get turned to stone in the mummies and Tomb Raiders and stuff. I don't really know. Anyway, Duty of the Pharaoh, boost light resist for all allies. Meh. Pyramid trap damage. I'm not even gonna go over this. I'm sure Pharaoh Abel is amazing looking in the game. Can't wait to see these animations, but not. It looks like he's a debuffer. You know, nobody uses Abel to begin with, or Abel, however you guys say it. So I was gonna look at on that. So overall, yes, I'm pulling on this banner, especially if this turns out to be true double hand. Oh my god, I have to pull until I get her. Because, okay, it's not here either, guys, but they announced the next enhancement batch, which I'll try to show on screen now. You know, my boy Titus is on there. So, calling all my people on my friends list, please, for the love of God, make your Titus your friend. When enhancements come out, enhance him. His enhancements are insane. Put True Double Hand on him, because True Double Hand and Fixed Dice is going to be the build with him now, because he can use Jet Shot, and then he can chain it up. So we kind of get rid of his chaining problem, because we only have to chain 2 hits of quick hit, you know, himself and his friend unit, instead of having to do the double hand, the dual wield, double hit of it, and that's what caused the whole problem. So I'm so excited. We also have Noctis, and then we have some Garnet. We have some Final Fantasy 9 units getting some enhancements. I know some of these have already had enhancements. We'll go over all these when they actually release in the game. I just wanted to point that out. Be ready, because I'm excited. I'm excited for that. So moving on to the next part of the news. We have Escape from Alexandria Castle. So this is going to be your King Mog event next, or the trial event. You know, when you have an event, there's normally a trial the next week. So this is going to be for that. I'm going to try to say this name. Ralevu Mago. Ralevu Mago. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I tried, dude. Looks like an evil snake man. Defensive spirit reductions are effective, so you're going to be able to break defensive spirit. Attack and magic, you're not going to be able to break. Moving on to the rewards here, we have, I'll try to have a guide out for this when it comes out. God, we have so much cool stuff to do this weekend. No, we have so much room for activities. 4-star, we get a 5% trust Moogle. If you do it with no items, you get 10,000 King Mog currency. Clear without an ally being KO'd. I think, honestly, I'm starting to learn that these resistances may be useful in the future. Please get these resistances. Do not die in this fight. Get that light resist 20%. We may need it for Esper 3 stars after fighting Leviathan, which I've beat a few times on stream with my budget build. However, it's still kind of shaky, so I want to make sure it's pretty concrete, but you can just use the 100% Lapis Revive if you really want it. I'm learning that these resistances are pretty important, so please get those. Party of 5 or less. We get Beatrix's eye patch, which all the Beatrix fanboys and fangirls out there go nuts over this. Attack 15%. Defense 15, and then on Beatrix alone, you get Spirit 15% and Nullify Blind, which is funny because it's an eye patch. It nullifies blind. So we're going to be able to get there and fight this guy. I'm excited to fight him. Anytime there's a trial, it's always, you know, fun to look into. And then we have Gill Snapper's Cave if you need some money. I am not one of those people. And finally, we have the collaboration campaign where they're giving us a bunch of free shit, which we always like to read up on, all right? So starting on the 9th, everybody's going to get Lara Croft. That's going to be this weekend. That's going to be this Friday. And then every day after that, we're going to get more rewards. 300 Lapis, 5,000 raid coins, 3-star EX summon ticket, 5,000 raid coins. Trust me, we'll 4 Lara Croft, which worries me. I am worried by that. Because that makes me think maybe in the raid, Lara Croft, they have to be in there, right? Lara Croft's Trust Moogles and the game's Trust Moogles aren't on there. I'm hoping they're in there, just like we had the one that we had just now for Final Fantasy 15. We'll see. We get a 4-star EX summon ticket. There we go. More Lapis. How much Lapis is this? 300, 800. Is that all? We get 800 Lapis. We get 3 EX summon tickets, 1 4-star, 3 stars. We get a lot of raid coins. We get a 10+1 ticket, and then we get another Lara Croft Trust Moogle 10%. So that's I'm worried about that, chat. I'm on YouTube. I'm worried about that event period going up from them. Lara Croft and the Temple of Osiris inspired FFBE units, some of them for a limited time. And then they talk about bundles we're going to be getting: Lara Croft's duffel bag, Explorer Eileen's duffel bag, and Night Starter package. Be on the lookout for those. I'm assuming the Night Starter package can only be bought if you're new to the game, but I don't know. We'll see. They'll be coming out at a later date, apparently. And then the last thing we need to touch up on here, and if you guys didn't know, again, the Fountain of Lapis is back. One of the best things in the game, value-wise, to spend money on. They have an issue report saying that come this patch, which they already know is going to happen, all of these bundles are disappearing for a limited time, and they're going to try to get them back once the fix is in. So there's some kind of bug that'll make those bundles disappear. Maybe it has to do with the other bundles they're putting in. So they're not going to really touch it too much, and they're going to bring it back at a later date. So I wanted to talk about that. Let me make sure there's nothing I'm forgetting here. I don't think so. The maintenance is going to happen tonight going into tomorrow, which means check on Reddit. I will have my banner review concerning this banner out tomorrow at some point. I am excited about tomorrow because Jessica Jones Season 2 comes out. There's just so much shit going on this weekend, guys. Like, be hyped for this game. I guess they finally listened. That Cash Summon banner was the final nail in the coffin, and they were like, dang, the community's serious. Time to turn it on and bring some cool shit in, and I'm excited about it. Let's do this together, guys. Let's have a lot of fun. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Tell me how you're feeling about the game in the comments, actually. Let me know if you're having some fun again, because I know I am. And then subscribe for future content. I'll see you guys in the next video.